welcome to a very special BB Can recap show. Well, more like Your Questions live show with Gary from BB Can. Now, let me let you guys know a few things really quickly. If you want to see any of our shows back, see our interviews with past house guests, our recap shows where guests joined us, read our spoilers blogs, our spoiler graphics, everything is at yourrealityrecaps.com/bbcan. Now, we are live right now on YouNow, but if you guys want to watch any of our shows in the future, be alerted every time we go live, make sure you head over to yourrealityrecaps.com/YouNow and become a fan right now so you don't miss anything. If you want to help support our shows, consider getting an Audible trial at yourrealityrecaps.com/Audible. You get a free audiobook or two, and you pay nothing. It really helps get us to Canada. Other ways to help us get to Canada: to live stream the backyard finale interviews for you guys, Liza's finale party, Niagara Falls, so much stuff. Consider becoming a patron at yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. Patrons get access to the patron-only Facebook group, prize giveaways just for patrons, your questions asked to the reality stars, shows just for patrons each week, and it really helps support our shows. Of course, you can do a one-time donation over at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal as well. Unless you don't want us to live stream finale and take your questions live with the whole cast and all that, then don't worry about supporting our shows. All right, look, we need to get to the person you all want to hear from, and it's our favorite alien, Gary.
Hi!
Gary, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm really happy to be here. Eric, thanks so much for having me on Reality Recaps. This is definitely something new for me, and I'm excited to do this. So we're just live right now. Everyone can see us.
We are live right now. You have a chat room with hundreds and hundreds and soon to be thousands of people that want to cram in as much questions for Gary as possible.
Okay.
So I am going to... I'm going to try and not talk a lot on this, Gary, because I want your fans to be able to ask their questions.
My lovely supporters.
Your lovely supporters. But speaking of your lovely supporters, I do have to tell everybody watching two things really quickly. Since you are watching right now and YouNow, become a fan so you know every time we go live, and share the show so that everybody knows we're live right now with Gary. Do that, but... most excitingly, Gary has agreed that the #1 fan is going to win Gary's autographed eyeliner.
Yes, that's true.
That is what the #1 fan is going to win, and the #2 fan is going to win just an autographed photo, and we'll send those out to you guys after finale night. Now, Gary.
Yes.
We're going to be having a lot of questions for you. But I want to start off with one that I think is very, very important. It speaks to just a lot. And it is from Nat, and she wants to know, what type of music does Gary love listening to?
Oh my God, Nat, that's a good question. I literally love every type of music. I like R&B, I like rap, I like pop. I like dance, trance. Right now I'm really into deep house. And I'm liking all the singles that all the pop stars are dropping right now. It's like single season right now. So the Katy Perry single I love the Lady Gaga single. I love the Nicki Minaj Clapback song, No Frauds. I love all of the singles that are coming out. The queens are coming. So basically everything. And I was going to say everything but country. But I like this song called Hope You Dance, and it's a country song, so.
Oh, we know it. It's
anything that makes me pop and shake.
Anything that makes... I hear you, Gary. Now, look, people might not know why we would want Gary's eyeliner as an autograph, although I think anybody here would know. So, Gary, the #1 question that we have gotten is, why'd you do this to Ica?
Honestly, I stand by what I did with Ica. I feel like her makeup looks amazing in my opinion. Maybe I'm biased because it's my work, but I think it looks great, and I actually didn't get to finish. I like walked away as soon as I was like in the middle of my creation, and I think if people were to have seen the whole beat, like the finished product, and not just a brow, no nose, cheek, lip, neck, nothing, I think they wouldn't be so judgmental. But I can see how it looks a little crazy right now, but my makeup looks like that when I'm first starting, and look at what I ended up with.
It's very dewy and glowy.
That's the true tea.
I love it. So let's stick with Ica here for a minute, Gary. What were your thoughts when you went into the game and saw Ica? Were you happy? Were you not happy? What were you thinking when you saw that you were playing with Ica?
I was really excited to see Ica. She's probably the one girl that, like, my family, my friends said, oh my God, like, it would have been so cool to see you and Ica play the game together. I feel like your personalities would mesh so well. And when I saw her, it was like, I was so happy. I was like, oh my God, wow, like, I get to come back. This is an amazing experience. And then I get Ica. It was kind of like the cherry on top. And we blended so well together in there. And we had such a great friendship. And we talked to each other with our minds and our eyes. And we had our own lingo. And it was a ball. I had a lot of fun playing the game with Ica. She's a sweet woman. Grown.
We saw right when you walked in, and this question is from True Blue. Kind of right when you walked in, you went right to Sydney. You were like 5 seconds
to everyone.
in the game.
I literally went to everyone. It was like, hey girl, like, if it wasn't like, I want to work with you, it was like, I like you. I definitely gave a vibe to everyone, like, let's be cool. I think Cindy was probably the only one that I said, I want to work with you, because I did feel that at that moment. I felt like when I saw her, that's what came out. I felt like I wanted to work with her, but other people grabbed her before I could really get into her.
Well, speaking of working with people, April S. in the chat room wants to know, do you regret siding with Cassandra?
No, that was another thing that genuinely happened, and it was amazing. I really love Cassandra, and I think she's so funny and sweet, and she's hot, and she's like the total package to me. I really love Cassandra, and we were the tortoise and the hare in that house. But you know what happens with hares? They race and run all over the house, and I think she just ran amok through the house, and I couldn't really help her at that point. And it kind of hurt my game because we were attached together. So everything she did, I was kind of guilty by, association. But no, I don't regret anything. I don't have any regrets. I sleep.
No regrets. No regrets. All right. Well, now maybe this is something that you might regret. And I have to say, I don't know about this, but a lot of people are talking about it. And I don't know if you can answer it, but Curtis 9181 wants to know, how did Emily introduce herself to you?
Oh my God, that was so messy. She was like, hi. And I was like, hi. And she's like, I'm like, what's your name? And she's like, Gary. And I'm like, shut up. They tried me. Your name's Gary, really? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, no, really, what's your name? And then she said some other name. And I was like, okay, goodbye. So that was a funny introduction me and Emily had. It was like so weird because she said my name. And I think she was kind of funny. And then it wasn't until later on that I understood her humor, and she's a goofball, so I was able to get it later. But when I was first meeting her, I was like, okay, what's going on? Like, what is the real tea? Like, does she have my name?
Well, I will say Emily is going to be on the show on Monday.
Oh my God, that's exciting. Hey, Emily.
Hey, Emily. So she'll be around here on Monday taking your guys' questions, too. What was it like? What? What'd you say?
Oh, I said I look forward to Emily, guys.
Oh, Emily Eyes, yes.
Guys, but okay, let's move on.
What has it been like for you being outside of the house now and watching the show back? Like, do you find yourself yelling at the TV? Is there anything that shocked you that you've seen go on now that you're outside watching it?
I think it's just more confirmation of alliances that I thought were working together. And, yeah, that's about it. Some of the, like, even yesterday's episode with with the boxes and the rabbits and the rats. Like, I definitely would have not lasted. And when you're watching the show, you always put yourself in the house guest's shoes, like, how would I react and what would I do? And as a fan, it's a little bit more real for me because I was in the house, so I can have a little bit more of like a closer feeling of, oh my God, what would I do? Because I was on this season.
Right.
So I think it's funny to kind of get to put myself in the house guests that are still playing shoes. But besides that, no, just confirmation and just being able to see behind the walls that I wouldn't have been able to see behind because I was in another room.
Right. They're coming for you, Gary. They are coming for you.
They came for me. Came, saw, and...
Let me ask you this, or maybe they're going to Liza, who...
Huh?
Maybe they're going to Liza's house, who we know lives close by. I have to deliver a message for you. I'm scared because of the technical issues that I think you now is having to play this video. So I'm just going to tell you.
Okay.
Liza was on the show a few days ago, and she recorded a video message for you, which I'm sure everyone here has seen. And I'll just be Liza now. And she says, Gary, I love you. I miss you. And I hope you know how much I love you. And we need to hang out more. We live close to each other. Love you, Liza.
Oh, that's so sweet. Where was that? On Twitter?
It was here. She recorded it.
Oh, cool. Oh, hey, Liza. Yes, me too. But you know I'm a busy bitch.
Yes, you are. Now, John S. wants to know, so many people, I've been trying to hold back on the Netta questions, but the chat room is going crazy. We'll start with...
Floodgate. No. I'm here, honey. You've got me locked in, so you might as well ask me why you got me here.
I do. John S. wants to know, did you love seeing Ika slay Netta?
I've been telling people when I get this question a lot, I say, wow.
I know, but what are you going to say now that you're here?
I'm going to say, wow.
That's all. You just wow. You just thought it was interesting.
Yeah, wow.
Would you have made that move if you were in Cindy's position? Like, do you think that was the best for Cindy's game?
Not for Cindy's thing, no. But for the house and, like, everything. Just because Cindy and Netta were so close, so it really didn't make any sense for her to do that then.
Right.
But I get how where she was coming from, like, I'm gonna have to cut this girl sooner or later. Might as well take the opportunity to get her out now. Kind of like how Dimitri voted me out alongside Dre. I don't think it was something that he wanted to do, but he thought, why not take this opportunity to take out such a big player now? And I think that's just what Mrs. S did. She got rid of her girl sooner than later, but she left the next week, which kind of sucked because I think she was playing a really great game. She laid low and no one really said her name like that, so that sucks for her, but at least they have each other in jury.
Right, and almost history repeating itself for their season with her going, and I mean, we know Kevin's not going, but if Bruno ends up going tonight,
yeah,
it could be a little bit.
In 45 minutes.
45, yeah, we got 45 minutes till it starts. We will see. How do you feel about Dimitri's and Ika now? Like, is it just a game and it happened in the game and you're fine now that it's over? Or do you still take it more personal because you have... Not personal.
No. It's a game. You go in there to play the game, and when you leave it in space, in this case. I'm not one to bring anything that happens in the house into the real world. I know that's what some house guests do, but that's just not my style.
It shouldn't be anybody's style, because like you said, it's a game, but...
Exactly, but I think people forget just because we're human and we're turning teen, we're getting to know these people, but the undertone is we are still playing a game. So, no, I'm not going to hold anything against Dimitri when we leave this house and not talk to him. I think it's just naturally I'm not going to talk to him because he doesn't live in the city, and I really like people who live in the city. So,
I think it's harder for you guys as returning players because a lot of you do have pre-existing relationships, even if it's just that you saw each other a few times. I could see how it would be more personal for you guys versus new players.
For sure, and like I feel like people who play this game, like, they gravitate towards each other, like, in their cities. And, like, I've seen, like, people who live in my city here and there, but it's, like, I think it gets messy if they were to bring outside stuff into the game. And I think that might have happened in this season, but I'm not 100% sure. And I don't think I'm going to find out because I don't care.
Wow. I don't know. We're not allowed to talk about it. We can't talk about outside influences. I
don't think there was, though, to be honest. I mean, maybe. I don't know because I'm not those people. I know I didn't have any outside influences because the only people that I saw that returned was Ika. I think I went out with Ika twice.
Right.
I'm in Toronto, so...
Exactly.
I can't on my fingers, so.
Let's talk more about returning players for a second. Is there anybody who wasn't brought back that you wish would have been brought back or that you would have loved to have played with?
You know, maybe if you asked me that question on night one, maybe. But, like, no. I think production did an amazing job with all the people that they chose, and each person brought something different. And I enjoyed all of the vets that came back. I think they all taught me a little bit about myself, and I'm happy with who production chose to cast and casting and casting and everyone that puts the show together. I'm happy with who they picked, so I wouldn't have it any other way. Because if you go back, then all the outcomes change, and I wouldn't be here talking either.
Exactly. Well, okay, so, we totally saw that you and Ika, in the tub, you and Ika had a very, a good friendship in this game, so now...
In the tub. That was me giving pussy.
In the tub.
Feminine. I was feeling myself in the tub with Ika.
You were feeling your oats?
I was feeling all types of feminine, androgynous energy. Trying to call and channel my man.
Well, we have to talk about the men in the house in a minute. But here, Danny Best wants to know, a lot of people... Hi, Danny. A lot of people want to know, what do you think of Dre turning on Ika now? It seems like Dre is...
So, I haven't seen anything in the show of her, turning... Is this, live feed stuff?
Live feed stuff.
See, I'm not, a live feeder. I'm not a live feeder. I watch the show, because the show gets the best of the best. Live feeds is, extra. So, I do follow, a Twitter account that, summarizes live feeds, but, and I have, I'm not gonna lie, I have gone on my computer and, watched live feeds, but it's, I don't know, I can't get into it as much as, the show with the music and the lights and the last week, I like that.
Okay.
And I feel like certain things in live feeds the show doesn't pick up, so it kind of morphs your opinion of people and this and that, but I have seen that Dre does it say Andre in her picture right now? Dre?
No, it's Dre. Well, technically, no. It does say Andre, but that's the way it was on her bio.
I didn't know that. Yeah, Dre. Or maybe Andre. Who is she? No, I'm just kidding. Dre, people talk so much in this game, she might be lying. You never know. And that's why it's hard to kind of believe everything that you see on live feeds, because she could just be turning tea. She could be bored. And her people, that's what I was saying. At the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is actions speak louder than words.
Right.
Ika can talk all she wants. Dimitri can talk all she wants. Dre, William, who else is in there? All these bitches can talk, but it's the actions that matter. So if Dre really is turning on Ika, maybe they made a bad choice because I'm a loyal bitch, but we'll see how that pans out.
All right, I want to have another serious question now. Another hard-hitting,
I'm being so serious right now.
Well, we're gonna get more serious because I want to know who's the hottest guy in the house. It's Mark. Do you need help? It's Mark.
Oh, Mark, yes, Mark. And I'm sad that he didn't get to stay long enough because there's so much that Mark has to offer the world, and I think it sucks that his story didn't get told enough. He's like a really sweet guy, and he has a lot of ambitions and goals, and I think he's going to go really far in life. He's very driven, and it takes a lot to go to the gym every day and get the body that he has. So that shows dedication, and I think he's going to bring that dedication into all the business endeavors that he has for the future. So I'm looking forward to that, and I might be influencing one of his things on my page one day because he has some products that my ass might use.
well, then on that note, I will let people know, YourRealityRecaps.com/BBCan. Mark was on and told us all about what Gary is talking about from his business endeavors and what he does for mental illness and charity. So check that out later. Because we have Gary now. Bruno's Brows wants to know, who are you hoping wins?
That's a real Twitter account?
It's a real Twitter account. Wants to know, who are you hoping wins this season?
Ooh.
Do you want the cheat sheet?
No. I know who's in there. I just don't want to. I'll give you 3 names.
Okay. Oh, fine. Who would you want the final 3 to be?
Ika, Karen, William.
Oh, well, I'm not so sold on William, but I would say 100% I'm with you on Ika and Karen.
Ika, Karen, and William is my final 3.
So are you
asked me the question, remember?
I know. Look at me. I'm trying to steal the spotlight. How do you feel about Karen? Because people seem very divided. Are you like Team Karen, I love her, or no too much?
Karen definitely has like the mouth of the set. She can swear, honey, and she's got some interesting views, but Karen is such a lovely lady, and she's so sweet. She's a great mother. She's a businesswoman. She's a hustler. Like, I really appreciate Karen and her honesty, and I like people that, like, just tell me how it is. Like, tell me what's the tea. And Karen will tell you how she's feeling, where she's coming from. You might not like it, but at least you know where she stands. And there's other people in that house who say one thing to your face, and then behind your back, you know, it's a different story. And just in life, like, you have those people who are like, tee, and then it's like something else, you know, behind your back. So that's what I like about Karen. She's straightforward. And I think she's a little bit misunderstood, but she has a hashtag. Like, she has stuff Karen says.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, so obviously she's winning because the bitches are tweeting her, so.
There's another hashtag, and I'm going to take the question from Jacob Castillo, and that hashtag used to be Gary Glitter, and a lot of people want to know, why have you moved on from Gary Glitter? Where's the glitter? Why have you moved on from being Gary Glitter?
I just think that I'm 25 years old. So I've grown up a little bit. Okay. And I think it's important in life to grow and evolve and not stay stagnant and to keep it fresh. And I've, grown up in pop culture, and all the people that I've looked up to have a different look from when I was, fangirling over them when I was in high school, college to now. So I'm just doing the natural thing that we all do, and I'm just growing, and I still have all of my alter egos in their little boxes whenever I need to pull them out. But I'm just enjoying where I am right now in life, and I'm feeling sexy and confident and androgynous and wonderful and alien and everything fierce. And I'm just enjoying this G moment that I'm having right now. But the people who support me and love me when they saw me with glitter, Gary, that is still a part of me. But you have to, either grow with me or Figure it out.
People are growing with you, Gary. They are growing with you.
No, they totally are, but I totally get it because it's just like, okay, what the hell? But guys, I'm growing and evolving, and I'm going to be somewhere different 5 years from now. But I think that's the whole point, is to evolve and to grow and to not stay stagnant. I think I'd be fake if I were to do what I did 5 years ago and people wouldn't buy it. I mean, that's, I think, why people resonate with me and support me, is because I'm always true to myself and I'm never going to give you anything packaged or fake. That's just not my style.
Well, we want you to give...
I look good, Canada.
You look amazing. And you know who else wants you, Gary? The United States. Because Lost and Concruised in the chat room wants to know, would you ever do BBUS or another international season?
I would love to do Big Brother UK. I would really love to play that game. I think it's a totally different game. London votes, the house is different, the vibe is different, and I think I would enjoy it there, and I would love to play there. I'm totally open, though, to anywhere. Put me on a plane and put me anywhere, honey. I'll do Australia, Uganda, Mexico. I like playing this game, so I'm open to anywhere. The States can be a little messy, but I'm down for whatever. I mean,
the States,
you kind of have to just...
Yeah. I was going to say, there's no way the States is messier than BBUK. If you play BBUK, just know any shade you're throwing, they are going to play for the house.
Yeah. Well, I know what you mean. Yeah, because they vote. So yeah, it's different. But I think that'd be cool.
It would.
I like the UK. I like growing up, and like when I was younger, I watched the UK and I watched the US. So those are the ones that I'm familiar with. So it would make sense for me to go on those. But producers, I'm open to any.
Yeah, Gary will do it all. A lot of people in the chat room say that you would do great on the BB UK format. I see New Jersey Girl most recently.
Okay, yeah.
Actually, this is a good question. Yeah. Gary, what is your opinion of the state of New Jersey?
Of New Jersey?
Yeah.
I love New Jersey. I have a cousin in New Jersey, and when I was doing my internship for Oscar de la Renta in New York, I stayed with him in New Jersey and in Plainfield. It's definitely... I was lost. Funny story. I was lost, and my phone died, and I literally just walked to someone's house, and they let me use their phone. Like, I felt very Canadian there, like open arms and open phone and whatever. No, I like New Jersey. Yeah, I commuted from New Jersey to New York every damn day on the train, and that was a key, but it was amazing. I had a great time. I love New Jersey, yeah. I'm probably going to go there in the summer.
Well, I send you my condolences.
Why do you hate New Jersey?
It's a garbage pail state. Dan, it's a long running joke of all of our shows that we don't really care for New Jersey.
And Wendy's from Jersey. How the hell did you hate New Jersey? Wendy Williams is from New Jersey.
Well, how you doing?
Lives there.
And
Wendy.
Point proven. Toronto Turtle wants to know, what does Gary think about the growing relationship between Kevin and Will? I'm going to stop there. Yeah, what do you think about their relationship?
Excuse me. I think it's cute. I think they have a really cute bond, and game-wise, it's kind of sad that Kevin is using Will, but me and Will have had talks, and I'm like, don't be that girl, don't be like the other one, and make sure you play him if he's going to play you. And I think William knows what he's doing, and I think Kevin knows what he's doing. So, game-wise, it's messy. But friendship-wise or showmance, whatever the hell that is, I think it's really cute. You
do, because, you just kind of touched on it for a second, and Lori 1616 says, do you think that Kevin using his sexuality is okay, even though his feelings might not be real? That's like a big topic right now that we seem to keeping discussing a lot. Like, is this fair in the game if Kevin doesn't have feelings for Will to be pretending like he does?
I think Kevin is doing what's best for him, and he's doing what he needs to do to stay in the game. And it takes two people to be in a relationship. It takes two people to cuddle. And from my experience, I can usually tell if a guy's using me or if he's not feeling me. And I usually, if I do feel that way, eject myself from the situation.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a game, and you need comfort, and you need someone to be with. So I think they're using each other, to be honest. I just think that Kevin is a little bit more out there because he's telling Canada that he's using his sexuality, he has no morals, blah, blah, blah. But I think William is using Kevin just as much, to be honest.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
I don't think William's smart enough.
Well, I lived in the house, Eric.
all right, I'm going with you. I watched the live feed, so I know the conversations they have.
Oh, okay.
No, wait, I would ask you this, because you're getting a lot of date requests. What is it?
Really? Does someone want to take me on a date?
Yeah, well, here, I'm going to say this. What does it take to date Gary? What are you looking for?
You need to pick me up in a black car.
It has to be black?
Yeah, like a black car, like a short limo. Dinner, drinks afterwards. And by dinner, I mean app, main, dessert, wine, coffee.
Gourmet.
Then, exactly, gourmet. And I need good conversation. You can't be dumb. Like, I need to be able to have a good conversation with you. You have to be open-minded and be able to accept all of this. Obviously, that's at the gate.
Mm-hmm.
And be able to have fun and laugh and enjoy me and everything that I have to offer.
So you are all about a emotional connection. Like, you don't need them to look like a mark. I hope.
No, I'm not. I mean, it wouldn't hurt if he looked like Mark, but through growing and maturing, I've noticed that, you know, it really could be anyone. I've seen so many couples and friends of mine, and love is blind, really. So it really could be anybody. So I'm totally open for love. I mean, everyone has a preference. I don't really believe in those, like, people who say, I don't see color, and I don't, it's like, okay, girl, like, I see so many beautiful colors. I see red, I see orange, I see brown, I see yellow. So I definitely see all those things, but I definitely do feel at the end of the day, it's about the personality and what you bring to the table, and can you talk for hours? Like, I like to just lay on the bed and have a glass of wine, TV off, phone off, and just looking in your eyes and just talking for hours and letting you know your dreams, your aspirations, and your goals and what you want to do in life, and like why are you on this earth, like all that stuff. Like, I'm down for that. So if you're out there, please tweet me.
Hold on, I'm taking off my wedding ring. Hold on.
And I don't want a wedding ring.
Oh.
I want an emerald pinky ring, because I don't think I'm going to get married, but I want an emerald. That's my birthstone. So
right.
When we like get down to business and you think you want to like spice me up, I need you to get me the emerald pinky ring.
So if you're keeping track, to date Gary, you have to have a black car, but afford a nice dinner, 3 courses, and preferably an emerald ring. Yes,
that comes later. Just pick me up in a nice whip and pay for my dinner, and don't be stingy, don't be rude, don't have your phone on, turn that shit off and talk to me. If you check your phone, I'm going to the bathroom, aka I'm leaving. If you check your phone on a date, I think that's so rude. Consider it. Like, I know it's 2017, you want to check your Twitter, your Snapchat, your Insta, that's fine, but not when we're trying to connect. This is my time, don't waste it.
But what if my dog is sick?
But, like, that's a pet peeve of mine. Like, how dare you check your phone? Like, do you see this? Like, really? I could leave.
All right, I feel we've helped, Gary. I feel like we
narrowed it down a bit.
we have definitely narrowed it down a bit. Toronto Turtle wants to know, were you surprised she didn't wear a yellow dress on eviction?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's how you're gonna go. Do you really not know what I'm talking about? Remember, wasn't it Ika? Not Ika. Netta,
Who else is online?
It was online?
No, who else is tweeting us?
Oh, okay, got it. You want another one. John S. wants to know, would you go back for a dynamic duo season with Topaz?
What's that mean? What's the dynamic? You play as a pair?
You play as a pair like the Pax brothers.
No.
No?
No, Topaz. I love Topaz, but I don't want to play alone. I mean, I don't want to play with a pair. I play alone. I like to play by myself. That would drive me crazy if I had to play with a pair.
Got you.
That would drive me nuts.
April.
That's two minds. You gotta control. I can't like, okay, what did you just say? Like, we're in this together, you know? Like, that would drive me crazy if I had to play with someone else.
Right.
But I love Topaz. I would play in a season with her. I'd love to play in a season like we're all, together.
Right.
But not as a pair, no.
I don't know why people are asking this, but April S. is saying, are you going to Paris?
Yes, I'm going to Paris at some point this summer. I don't know when. I'm not going to say the date. But yeah, I have a friend out there. Probably a theater.
You could bring William to translate.
Yeah, she'd probably watch it. Yeah, I know. I'm definitely going to, I don't know. We'll see. But I'd love to have a class with William to get some basic French things.
Got it.
Because my French is so weak. I don't even know what this guy's saying to me.
Petty Boots in the chat room says we are not being petty enough, so he's introducing a petty question and wants to know, do you think Ika and Dimitri will last outside of the house?
How am I supposed to know? I'm not Miss Cleo. Next.
We could pull up Miss Cleo.
That's petty enough for you. Next. I don't know. You have to ask Ika and Dimitri if it's going to last.
Do you think that there is anybody in the house that could have helped your game go further had they stayed? So I guess the people that were evicted before you, do you think if any of them stayed, it would have helped you get further in the game?
I think maybe if Cassandra stayed, me and her would be looked as a pair and we would be targets and almost like a friend man's or whatever. So maybe me and Cassandra. Yeah.
Have you talked to Cassandra at all since?
Yeah, we've instead each other, and we're gonna meet up at some point in life.
You're gonna meet up in life. I love that. Yeah. Is there somebody that you wish you could have connected with in the house that you didn't? Like, is there a relationship that you think would have helped you get further in the game if you developed it more in the game?
Maybe Mark. Because if me and Mark had really gotten close and he would have stayed, I think Mark is a really loyal person. So maybe, you never know. Those questions are so hard because it's like everything happened already. But maybe Mark. I think me and him really would have worked together really well. I think he's loyal, and I like loyalty.
Nat in the chat room wants me to tell you she got her nails done blue for you. For this show.
Really? I have a blue pinky ring. Yeah, I have a blue pinky. My nails are black, and I got a blue.
We do. So she wanted me to tell you that, and said, how fun was it teaching Dimitri the School of Shade?
Oh my God, I let him in. I let him into the School of Shade, and that was fun for me. I love, letting people in and letting them know the lingo and the tricks of the trade and how to turn tea and kiki with the kids. And I think he's doing the School of Shade pretty well. He's definitely being shady in there, and he's definitely using, a lot of the terminology. So I think that was really fun to do, and I want to recreate that on my YouTube channel and let all of Canada know all of the shade that needs to be, put in place if someone tries you don't want to, get detention or go to jail. Just be shady.
Well, exactly. We're going to tell everybody at the end. We're going to tell everybody where they can follow you, and because people want to know.
It's just don't expect no day to day, honey. We're still starting with this, but yeah, I know. Social media is really funny for me. Sometimes I love it, and then sometimes I'm like, that's where my old soulness comes in, and why I gravitate towards people like. Actually, I was gonna say Karen, but I think Karen's on Twitter like every day, so I can't say Karen. But yeah, I'm good and bad with social media, but I'm trying to get better because I do want to give people who support me content to kind of get into and have fun with. Because
you should. People want more of Gary all the time.
And I'm going to give it to them. That's my goal, is to really, you know, I was actually thinking about like regrouping this weekend and like figuring out what kind of, you know, videos and stuff that I want to, you know, give to people. But I've been vlogging. I call them vlogs. I've just been like putting my camera up and just following myself day to day. Those are fun and easy to do. It's more like the tutorials and that kind of stuff. That stuff's harder.
Everyone calls them vlogs, Gary, and everyone...
I call them glogs, though.
Glogs.
For the G. I call them glogs.
Love it. And look, everyone...
My friends think it's so stupid, but they're like, okay, really, but I like it, so leave me alone.
No, I love it. And I think everyone needs to tweet Gary with the things they want to hear him talk about and what they would be interested in.
Thank you, Eric. Tweet me and let me know what kind of videos you guys want.
And
thank you, Eric.
Twitter...
Hard thing. I probably should have thought of it.
Don't worry, I got you at the end. We'll go over all that. Rafe S., who we love, and I'm sure watched you live, was always in the audience watching the live.
In Toronto.
Yes, is in Toronto. Says, who do you think is the most disloyal in the house right now?
My opinion's a little bit biased.
Mm-hmm.
Because he evicted me, but I'd have to say Dimitri.
Really? You think Dimitri's the most disloyal?
Well, I'm saying I'm biased, right? Because I dealt with Dimitri, and he told me, you know, he would keep me 100%, and then he went back on his word. So, you know what I mean?
Got you.
Disloyalty, he sticks out first in my mind.
Got you. Who do you, because...
Yeah, that is up for him.
So, exactly. So you would say, because a lot of people are asking, but I think you're being pretty clear on it now. So you would say you solely, or not solely, but mainly feel Dimitri's was the reason you left the game. Got it. Which vet surprised you the most with how they're playing this season? Aika.
Sorry, I'm choking.
That's...
The Rob the Bika's got me. Aika's doing an amazing job in that house, and I'm so proud of her. She's kicking ass in there. She's doing amazing. She's turning tea. She's being the queen that she is, and she's slaying all those bitches in there. So I think Aika's doing a great job. I think she was always a great player, but she just never got a chance to show it on her season because there was so much going on in her season. But I always knew Aika had that in her, and I'm really happy that she's able to show that now with this season. So Aika for sure. Aika.
I love how the chat room is making sure that I tell you they're noticing the shades and the tea.
Really? You guys notice? I'm having muscle spasms. You know that I'm shaking? My legs are like, give them the tea, give them the tea. I'm like, no.
You don't want to get in trouble, so, you know.
I don't want to give too much tea and my stuff shut down.
Yeah, he's going to give more on his videos on his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So you should follow there. What did you think? Miss Diva 817 wants to know. What did you think when William and Dre were speaking French to each other in the house? Was that frustrating for you?
Crazy. I was just like, okay, what? Like, that was annoying.
So you found it annoying?
That was annoying to live with. What was the question? I totally talked over it. I'm sorry, but that was annoying to live with. Like, they're like, that's because you're blah, 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 and it's like, oh my God, what are they saying? Like, they're so lucky. And then me and Cass just started calling them the Friends Connection. We're like, you bitches.
You pretty much answered it. What did you think of it?
Yeah, it's crazy. Good advantage, because it's just like, they could literally turn to you right in front of you. You wouldn't know. Like, next week, how will we get this guy out? You wouldn't know. I mean, my French is not that good.
So, I mean, Big Brother...
I'm not paying attention in class. Kids, pay attention.
Yeah, I don't know. I took it for 3 years and don't know anything.
Yeah.
So, are you happy then? Because Big Brother kind of came out and said they're not allowed to talk game anymore in French. So,
they did?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, that sucks. That was kind of cool that they had that.
If you won HOH... who would you have put up this week? So if you were the HOH instead of Dimitri's, who would you have put up this week?
I'm looking at the board. This week, probably Bruno and Kevin. Yeah, probably the same thing. Yeah, I would have done. Actually, no. Kevin would have been mad at me. Bruno and Dylan. And
you don't want Kevin mad at you?
No, I don't want Kevin mad at me.
Interesting.
I would have done Bruno and Dylan.
Bruno.
Dylan wants to veto, honey. Kevin, you going up, honey.
Danny in the chat wants to know, what do you think about the returnees getting rid of each other instead of newbies?
I just think the returning players were able to get it together. They weren't able to get it together. We weren't. We just couldn't get it together.
Well,
and I think a little hint of ego in there as well, and who was the head of the vet, and we couldn't even get in a room together. It was pretty pathetic. So, yeah, that's why it didn't work out.
Do you feel like the Alliance of Six, that you were a part of their alliance, or do you feel like they kept you out of it more?
I wasn't in it. Me and Cassandra were not in this thing at all.
So then it's not your fault, it's theirs.
Yeah, exactly. We were never included. And I knew when they had the big meeting and me and Cassandra weren't in it, I knew from them that we were involved in that thing. That was like something that they had. And that's why it's so funny that certain people in the house didn't think that I knew they were together. It's like, I knew you were in the room, I just wasn't there. But it's like, I knew, so.
Got you. Is there anything that you would want to tell your fans? Like, do you feel like there is anything...
My supporters, people who support me.
Your supporters. I don't like fans either.
Supporters, people who support me and really care about me and love me and accept me and are okay with me evolving and changing and growing each and every day. What do you want me to say to them?
Is there anything that you want to say?
I want to say that I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for supporting everything that I do. Thank you for giving me love and good vibes and all of the energy you give me. I love it all, and I'm really thankful for it. And check me out online. It's Gary Levy out online, and look forward to all of the special treats and things that I plan to give to you in the very near future, because I know now that it's important for you guys to continue to see me out there and giving you content and pics and videos and things like this. Just give me some time, because this bitch is very old in the mind and in the soul. So I'm just trying to connect and figure this shit out. But I definitely want to give you guys, some fun stuff. And I know all the kids out there want to see me kiki and play, and I really do want to give it to you guys. I really do. But just be patient and give me time to figure it all out, because it's kind of daunting, this whole techie world. But, and I apologize for swearing.
Well, we watched the show with Karen, so no worries. Okay, for the people that might only be listening to the audio version, and of course, I will have the links to all Gary's stuff below, where can they find you on Twitter?
You guys can find me on Twitter it's Gary Levy Online, GaryLevyOnline.
And what's your YouTube? Is it same thing?
My YouTube is Gary Levy Online as well, and my Instagram is Gary Levy Onwell. My brand is very put together in that way.
You're like, you are ahead of the game then, Gary. You are ahead of the game. We'll put the links. We'll put the links to everything below. It's looking to me like Becca, who actually blogs for us, the show, is your number one fan this.
Oh my God. Hey, Becca. Thank you. I love you.
And Sharon S. is your number 2 fan on this show, getting autographs from Gary. Well, Gary, we love you. Big Brother Canada is starting in like 4 minutes, so I'm sure you are dying to see who's going to be available. Yeah, we got 5 minutes, so we're going to let everybody go so they can go grab their popcorn.
Okay, bye, guys.
I'm not really letting you go yet, Gary, but we're going to say goodbye to everybody, and thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll be back maybe later tonight. Thank you again so much, Gary, for taking time to answer questions from your friends. I mean, supporters.
Thank you guys so much for watching. This was definitely fun. Thank you so much, Eric, for having me on. And enjoy Big Brother. It's on right now.
Well, that about wraps up the show. I hope you guys come back on Monday for Emily. She will be live here at 7 p.m. Eastern, just like this. If you want to see any of our shows back, check out yourrealityrecaps.com/bbcan. All of our Big Brother Canada information is over there. Of course, make sure you become a fan right here on YouNow. Anytime you want, you can do it. And then you can see all of what we do when we do it live. Or if you want to subscribe on YouNow, you can watch our shows back anytime. You don't have to wait for them to be put up on the website if you subscribe here in YouNow. So being a fan is free, subscribing isn't, but you get to watch everything that we do back on YouNow, and we do shows every day. Of course, that Audible trial is still a great way to help support our shows, as is becoming a patron or doing a one-time donation at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal. Until the next show, I'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody. Bye.